We're going to tell you 5 things that we're not going to be spending money on this summer, 2026.
We realize that it's the end of July now, but I'd say we have at least a good month to make wise financial decisions. A month of good choices can really impact your finances in a positive way. When we were trying to get out of debt, we would do no spend months or low spend months that would help get our finances back on track. So we know for a fact that even just a month of changing your habits can make a big impact.
Now, don't get us wrong. We like spending money.
What is it you like spending money on?
Well, I like spending money on my hobbies and tech. Those are probably my 2 main categories.
And what's my biggest thing?
Your biggest thing is probably clothes.
You're so wrong.
Dakota?
No.
Vacations.
Yes. Travel.
She likes spending on vacations.
Yeah. Let's do that again. And you'll notice that both of those things are included in our list of things not to buy because we both know that we could get out of hand because it's our weakness.
Yes.
So why don't we just start with that one? You start with yours.
Number 1 is we don't want to spend on hobbies. It can be very easy in the summertime. There's so many summer hobbies, and I'm guilty of this myself. I'm a gearhead. I love new gear. I'm a fisher, so I love fishing rods. I love new lures. I love buying stuff, flashy things to go fishing.
And just to be clear, it's not that we're not letting ourselves spend any money on hobbies. Like, for example, for fishing, we'll still buy the fishing license, or like golfing, we'll still pay for a round of golf, but we're just not buying all the new gear. So if Evan could, he would buy a new fishing rod every time he passed a Canadian Tire.
Yes.
He would like go in and buy a new one. He's always like looking at fishing rods or like thinking about the next one he wants to buy, and he would buy a few every season. So we're just not buying unnecessary gear. We're not doing hobbies because I think hobbies are still important.
We're not getting overtaken by the drive to buy more things for hobbies when we already have things that will work to continue those hobbies otherwise.
Right. So it could be things like fishing or golf or whatever, but it also could be things like decor, clothes. Like I know for some people, decorating their home is a hobby. They really enjoy like decorating it, making it look beautiful. And so we're not allowing ourselves to buy summer decor. I mean, that's not really hard for him. He could care less. But for example, if I go into a store and I see something that is cute and summery and it would look good in our home, that's fine, but we're not going to buy it because it's just unnecessary right now. And same with clothes. It's really easy to give in to the new summer trends of what everyone else is wearing, but we're not going to be buying new summer clothes. If there's something that we really need, we'll go to a thrift store or yard sale, something like that, and purchase an item, but we're not going to buy full price things if it's not needed.
If you can find some low-cost hobbies, I know when we were pulling back our spending quite a bit, Miranda actually got a membership to the public library because she loves reading. She still loves reading, but before we'd go out and we'd buy books, but she found that through the library you can rent them for free. So she could go order books, pick them up, and still get those books to read, but it wasn't costing anything. They were all free.
Yeah.
You can still do a lot of your hobbies, but just find cheaper ways to do them. Sometimes it might be a little bit more work and you're not getting the flashy brand new thing, but it's worth it in the long term for your finances.
Number 2, this is the one that hits me a little bit harder. So I love spending money on traveling and vacations, but one thing that we're not spending money on this summer is spontaneous travel. I know that sometimes in the summer it can be tempting to spend extra or spend money that you don't have because you're on social media and you're seeing all of these people posting about things they're doing, like places they're going, fun trips they're doing, and feels very extravagant. And it can quickly add on to your bucket list of all the things that you want to do, and you start spending more than you have to have these experiences. And it can be tempting to spend beyond your means. We're not just gonna like get up and go on vacation. Now that sounds so fun to me, just like buying an extra fishing rod sounds so fun to him. And hopefully at some point in our life, we will be able to do that. But right now, with our money goals, that's just not the best way to spend our money. So we do have a couple vacations that we're doing over the next few months, but they're all planned, budgeted, and we know exactly what money's needed for those vacations. So then it's not just going to be an extra charge that we weren't expecting this summer. Future projects?
3. Pick 3, my lord. The third thing that we're not spending money on this year is future projects. So that goes for anything around the house mostly that we'd like to do. I really enjoy nice flower beds and nice shrubs and all the work that you can put into landscaping, but I find what we have now, it may not be the prettiest, but also I don't need to go and spend all that money on new shrubs and flowers and rocks and wood to trim my flower beds to make them all look nice. Just where we are at right now with our finances, we're trying to save for long-term goals, so that kind of stuff, it can eat away at the finances you do have available, just trying to maintain what you have.
There have been times in the past where we'll buy some type of supply for a project we have in mind, and then it just sits in our house, like in storage, waiting for the day when we're actually going to do it. So like, for example, we've talked about painting our deck for the last couple years, and it would be easy to just like go out and buy the paint and have it ready for when we're going to paint the deck. But we've noticed that that doesn't really motivate us to do it any quicker. It's usually a time issue, not a desire issue. So there's no point of us buying a bunch of supplies for future projects that may or may not happen in the near future. So it doesn't mean we can't do stuff like that if we see the value in it, but we're not going to pre-plan or like pre-purchase for projects.
Yeah, if there's not a day already on the schedule to do that work, then we're probably not going to buy the stuff for it.
Yeah. A few years ago, God really revolutionized the way that we think about spending and about finance in general. And it's become very important to us to be good stewards of the money that we have. And so we try to take inventory of what we have and make sure that we're spending it in areas where it matters to us. Number 4, one of the areas where we're not spending money is subscribing to multiple streaming services. I think that sometimes it can be easy to have Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, all of these things because you have different shows that you like watching on each streaming service. And the reality is that it's summer. It's nice out. It's a great time to get outside and do activities. If you're like us and live in Canada, then it's not always easy to get outside if you don't enjoy the cold. This is a time to be outside. So this is a good time to practice taking a month or a few months off of those streaming services and just use that time elsewhere. And then once winter hits and you're looking for something cozy to do, then you can get Prime and watch The Chosen for those winter months.
If that sounds too hard for you to cancel all of your subscriptions, then just pick one. We found, even with us, you don't have to have them all. Just use that one subscription for that month, and then if you want to switch, then go ahead, switch to another one. But you sometimes don't realize how much money you're spending in subscriptions each month without actually looking through them and canceling the ones that you know you could live without.
Yeah, and in addition to being good stewards of our finances, we should be good stewards of our time. So what are you doing with all those subscriptions anyway? Like, no one has that much time to watch all those shows or those movies, especially in these nice summer months.
Yeah, for sure. Number 5, if you've ever watched a financial video before, you've probably heard this one, and it's excessive eating out.
Yeah.
That's something that we used to struggle with. It's very convenient, it tastes good, it's fast, but I dare you to take 1 month and calculate for that month how much money you spent eating out, and it'll shock you.
Yeah, just sit down before you do it because you'll fall over. When we first looked, it actually surprised us so much. It was just, it was crazy. When we were trying to get out of debt, we basically stopped eating out altogether. We would maybe go out if his family was going out for a birthday or something, but we would share something and usually get the cheapest thing on the menu, eat before we went. But even now, we very rarely eat out. If we do, it's with friends or family, and we still try to share stuff if we can.
It's a quick way to cut your fast food or restaurant bill in half is to share a meal if you can swing it. So we found going to most restaurants, if we split a meal, that would be the perfect amount of food for us anyway, and you cut your bill in half.
But if possible, try not to eat out at all or like very rarely. I know that sometimes it can feel challenging to picture not eating out all the time because you don't want to lose community, you don't want to lose that time with friends, because a lot of times that's when we are eating out. But I'd encourage you to find ways to invite people to your home, have potlucks, have barbecues, get everyone to bring something, just share the responsibility of it, so then the cost and the pressure isn't all on you, but you still get to have those kinds of connection, because community is very important. But there are other ways to do it if you're willing to switch things up a little bit. Create a budget for these things that you really enjoy to like keep you within a certain range. So you don't need to cut it out altogether. So maybe give yourself $20 a week for coffee. To some people that seems like crazy. Who needs $20 a week? To other people that doesn't seem like enough. But you know how much you're spending. So even if you can try to cut it in half or like majorly limit it, then it doesn't mean you can't have it at all, but it'll help you achieve your goals if you are willing to cut back substantially in these areas.
So that was kind of how we started our journey to pay off our debt, and just taking 1 month and saying, okay, we're not going to buy anything this month.
We basically bought food like at the grocery store and then fuel. Those are like the only two things. And then of course utilities, but so we went hard. If that sounds like too much, then try a low buy month.
Yeah. If you do a low buy or a no buy month, it really opens your eyes to what things you can survive without. I know a lot of times it can feel like, oh, I need this thing. Everyone's got this thing. I need to have it. Or I've always done it this way, so I need to have it. But just taking that month and saying, okay, we're going to pull back a little bit, and you start to see how much you can still do without spending the money. But you don't actually need, besides your bills, your food, your gas, you don't really need to buy anything else.
So before the summer's over, we just want to encourage you to do something positive within your finances. So even just a small change makes a big difference. So find a way to lower your costs this summer while still having fun. Enjoy summer. We all want to enjoy summer, but there's ways to do it where you're not going into debt, because when summer's over, you don't want to be looking at those credit card bills wondering where all the money went.
And where the money's going to come from to pay off those credit cards. Making those sacrifices, we found it's worth it in the end for financial peace.
Whether you're trying to get out of debt or you're already out of debt and just maybe you're trying to save for something, whatever it is, if you have a financial goal, this is a way to bring you one step closer in that goal. Would you say that ever since we've been cutting back in our finances over the summer, that you've enjoyed your summers less?
No. I think, honestly, the biggest thing for me is not having the weight of finances over every vacation that we planned, every piece of gear that I'd buy for my hobbies. I used to stress about how the bills were going to get paid, even though I was spending money on hobbies and all these fun things I wanted to do. But I think just having the peace now of not having to worry about the bills that are coming out of the account and the debt that I'm trying to pay off, it brings a whole new level to my summer. And I've learned to be content with what we have, because I know we can survive without buying new things. And it's helped us to still have great summers, but do it in a cost-effective way to be good stewards of the finances that God has given us.
I'd say a debt-free summer is a carefree summer, because when you pay for something, it's paid for. You're not needing to worry about it later on. You don't come back from a vacation trying to still pay off your vacation.
Yeah.
Once you get back, everything was paid for, and that's it. That's all. You get to actually enjoy it.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. These are just a few ways that we're not spending money this summer, but we encourage you to look at your own activities, your own finances, to see how you're spending money, to see where you can pull back so that it'll make changes for your future.
Yeah, yours might look different than ours, and that's okay, but we're just wanting to start the conversation to encourage you to be thinking about it and find ways within your own life that will help you just be free, just to enjoy your summer and not be bound by your finances.
But we recommend giving it a shot.
And we hope that the second half of your summer is the best part yet.
Yes. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for sticking around and watching this. We've loved reading the comments from you guys, and we hope to see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Peace. Later.
Later. There's something here that's making my nose really itchy. Is it a bug, or is it just the thought of bugs?
Probably the thought of bugs. But we recommend giving it a shot. Try it, and if you don't like it, you can stop it.
Free cancellation. 30-day guarantee.
That we're not spending money this year.
Huh?
There are lots of things this summer.
Is it on my face?
We'll be right back after these advertisements. What were we talking about? You
Buy something.